Hello everyone, my name is Uthris and welcome to Ostriv, a little bit of a new series on the channel. New and old, I guess, if I think about it. We did cover Ostriv when it first hit, kind of like a pre-release alpha version years ago. Since then, it's been added to Steam. You can download it there. It's an early access title. And I want to check it out because it's a game similar to Banished, but it does things in its own unique way. So let's go ahead and hop into it. We're going to make a new game. It looks like there are a couple maps to choose from. A lake sort of area. A river with plenty of offshoots. Kind of a snake type river. A larger river with a large landmass in the middle of it. And then I think level 4, which is... makes me kind of think of the original map. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go with level 6 here because I kind of like the idea of having an island in the middle of a river like that. I'm going to pause the game immediately. Time is money in this game, so we'll let's take a look around, see where we can settle here. So currently it looks like we only have access to one side of the river. Everything else is saying it's inaccessible, so that implies that all the travelers and migrants come in from this north area here. So that's pretty interesting. Now I could go to the mouth of the river and settle, say, there. We could also settle over here at this joining of the two separate branches, which might be an ideal spot, I think. I don't want to settle right where I want to build the town because that, some of these little encampments will be in the way. So I'm going to choose pretty much as close as I can to this left riverbank and this forest here, and we'll go ahead and click. And now we have everyone with tents. We got a little well here, a little fireplace, a gathering spot, some carts to carry goods around, kind of like an expedition tent and storage. We got people here. I don't think I can rename them or anything like that. So no worry there. So it wants us to build a forestry for wood production. So that's under, I think, the production tab here. And we will get a forestry building underway. How do I want to organize this? It's going to be somewhat important, I have a feeling. I'm going to try and get it a little bit more central to the forest because, over time, we want a good average distance to walk to this area. So we'll place that down. Okay. That's good. Another thing that we might need is housing soon. But you can see we have a bunch of people. They are going to grab some carts and start dropping off supplies here, and then taking the carts back to the depot that they usually stand in. Everyone else will come over that aren't shipping goods here and will start laying down the foundation. It looks like a wooden foundation, just wooden posts sunk into the ground, and then the floor probably set on top of it. That way your floor isn't right on the grass level and rotting away. Yeah, pretty standard building technique there. Looks good. The one thing that I really enjoy about Ostriv is the fact that you get to see everyone do this kind of carrying goods back and forth. Banished has this in a big way, but at the same time, the building animation is not quite this granular with Banished. So, you can spend a good amount of time just kind of watching these guys, go to their work location and get the job done. You can see here, this is the progress of what gets constructed when and where the materials fall in what order. So now, everything, oh boy, it's just full-on Amish barn raising at this point. And there we go. We got a forestry. Create a clay pit to dig clay for houses. Okay, we can do that. Clay pit. I think I can just put this anywhere, huh? At least that's kind of what it looks like. I'm fine with it being out here, kind of near the forest. That's fine. Does this have a... Oh, looks like there's an unlimited amount of clay that you can get from here. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to hire 2 forestry people. That way they can get some trees cut. It does require at least 2 workers to operate this building properly. And I think that'll be a pretty good time. All right, build houses for all 9 families in the camp before winter comes. All right, I'm gonna assume there's some sort of punishment if we don't do that. So let's get going here. Before I do, what I want to lay out is maybe a little bit more of the production area. And what I mean by that is we are going to need, if I can remember correctly, we are going to need a blacksmith relatively early because we're going to run out of nails. And nails are a big part of this game. And there's the smithy. Okay, good. And I kind of want to make a little bit of a industrial area here. So let's go ahead and line these roof pieces up, open it up so that people can get into the forest area. So we'll open that up. We're going to pause that. We're going to come back in here. Weaver's workshop, just like with Banished, generally I will put near the blacksmith. So we're going to expand on it that way. Okay, cool. And then we're going to need, I'm going to assume a carpentry hut. I don't know what that it really will do for us, but carpentry and forestry tend to go hand in hand. So let me just organize that a little bit. And the nice thing with this, and even with Banished or other games in this vein, it will let you kind of pre-lay out buildings and you just pause them up here. I can either click it there or on the building itself, right? Cool. So that'll be a little bit of an industrial area. I do want homes though nearby. The shorter they have to walk to work, the better. So home here. And you can see that the fences kind of clip onto other homes. So you can line things up and you can get kind of odd angles if you need to using this. And if I hold Alt, the snap feature kind of turns off here. I'm going to get them as close as possible with a little bit extra room. Because ideally, what I'd want is a little bit of a housing district here. I'm going to rotate this one like 90 degrees. Kind of make a bit of a capstone like thing here. Okay. And you'll notice I'm not laying down roads. Ostriv has a really cool mechanic where, based upon where the villagers actually move and their pathfinding, their natural pathfinding, they'll just kind of wear pathing into the terrain. So don't worry too much about that. Boy, how many 9 homes is what I'll need here to start? So let's see, we have 6. Six here, 7, 8. And the 9th one, I guess we can think, we can place that down in a bit, because I'm pretty sure once these get made, these tents go away, because this isn't permanent structure or anything like that. So that's pretty cool. Let's take a look at the lumberers here. So they'll cut down a tree. Both of them will work together. Get it into the workshop and drop it off. I don't know who necessarily works on that to chop it down or into planks, or what that process is. But we'll see. Here's the first home going up in our little village, which I don't think I have a name for. So if you guys in watching the video have a name that we can use, definitely let me know in the comments down below, and we will name this region and maybe also the town. Because there is a world map. Our city. There's Maretha, Penutine. I don't know how to say that. Balakila and Derkachi. So there's different ones. I think this one, I don't know why there's a blue line here. That's kind of interesting. That's different than the other ones. I wonder if that means something. Alright, so we're getting supplies out this way. I'm going to go ahead and get... What am I going to need in this area? Gonna get a little well out here. Because I think water is a pretty important resource in general. I wouldn't mind a warehouse. Or something like it next to this industrial section. So I'm going to put it, say, here. Okay. And we can get... What else do we have in here? What are our other options? Charcoal pile? You know, I bet that's going to be important for the smithy. And again, I'm just trying to get this production area to be compact. You know, honestly, having it like on the back side of the smithy might be pretty convenient. So I'm going to mark these to be removed. Cool. And I'm going to turn the smithy production on. Because I have a feeling we're going to need nails soon. If I go in here, yeah, we only got 1,140 nails left. So we're going to need more of those. We're also going to need more thatch, which is a thatchery. Here. Which I might put on this side a little bit. In fact, let's get a home facing out towards the left. And then production, we'll grab that thatchery. Kind of use that to gap fill maybe this corner a bit. I can get it right down there. There we go. Cool. So we're gonna have a nice city block. First home is built. It looks lovely. We got the smithy here, so I'll hire a worker onto it. Look at all that. We have like stuff planned for a long while, so we can sit here. It's April 1721. Things are progressing. We're going to be making metal parts. We're going to be making nails, metal parts, and horseshoes. I think metal parts and horseshoes are a supplementary kind of item for other constructions, but so we'll focus more on nails, I think, for now. Here's that charcoal pile that I can just kind of squeeze in back here. That is, you know, nice and close to the wood. Oh my lord, where's everyone going? Okay, I guess they're just gonna light the charcoal pile. Like, immediately, you know? Why wait around? So the charcoal pile is burning. I don't know if you guys know how charcoal is made, but generally, this type of charcoal and the method that they're doing is they're getting firewood, bits of wood together, lighting it on fire, and then also covering it with dirt, so it just kind of smolders and kind of is starved of oxygen, so it doesn't fully burn through. And what you're left with is essentially the carbon that's left in the wood, and that stuff is coal, right? It's obviously not as pure as, you know, the coal that you could mine out of the ground, but it does function. So once that is done, I guess there's a progress bar here. We'll have some charcoal for the smithy, and so the smithy will be able to function at that point just fine. So we speed up time. We have another house in. We need a thatchery to produce thatch for houses. How much do we have left? Each house takes 300. We have 300 left, which is going to be used up with that right there. So I guess we're going to need to prioritize our thatchery after that house. And then I guess we can do the second well. Cool. You can see the roads already forming because people are running this way a lot because they're getting wood and lumber out in the forest and bringing it down the current main road and into the stockpile that's there. Now, once we have a warehouse here and some more stockpile, obviously this isn't going to be like the center of town long term. What I might end up doing is making a bit of a market square out here to the right, because I have a feeling homes and stuff will kind of continue down this direction a little bit, and then also on the right side here, because I want things to be central kind of in this area, if that makes sense. Alright, thatchery is up and running. Lovely. We still have 5 more homes to make. But we'll definitely get there. The charcoal pit is done. It made almost 8,000 charcoal, which is pretty impressive there, that it did that. That's a lot of charcoal. Trade and equipment. What else do we have here? We have granary options, hay storage, market stall, hay dryer. I don't know what hay is necessarily used for. I'm going to assume taking care of the animals, which is eventually a pigsty, a cow shed, and a chicken coop. I don't see any sheep, which makes me wonder. Okay, so hemp. It's all textiles hemp. There's also a tannery. A lot of these buildings are really new. Produces shoe from leather, saddler, boatyard, fishing dock. A lot of potential buildings. I hope they add mod support to this game too, because mod support, I feel like for building games like this, always do well. It always makes the game last much longer than its normal initial release. So anything would be good there. So we're producing some thatch and also some reed. I guess we turn reed into thatch over time. Maybe it just gets dried out here and stored. But honestly, it's a pretty good idea to put this near the river because all these are reeds, right? Coming out of the water there. Very much like Medieval Dynasty. We'll be running around and gathering a bunch of those. Clay pit's looking good. I don't know why they started working on this house. I guess it's probably in the order that I placed them. Makes sense though. Can I get a house here? Not yet. But I do want a house here eventually. which looks like that tree is the biggest issue for us. So we'll cut that down immediately. Mark that there. We can really only store 12 logs to be processed. I'm gonna increase bark to like 800 so we produce that third material. I don't know again what it's useful for, but I feel like it's gonna be important to have. Oh boy, it's July. Will we have enough homes before winter? We're only about halfway through building all the homes. See if they get rid of this log that's there, kind of just fallen. If they get that, we might be able to place this down. Where are my lumberers? I guess maybe they haven't processed another log. Here they come. Both of them are on their way. There it is. Wonderful. There we go. Money in this game, you start with 2,000 treasury. I don't know how to make a whole bunch of money. I don't know any tips or tricks like that. I just know that there's a tax system, but also not a tax system. If I go to our economy page, you can see our current income and expenses. You can see our salary, because we pay all these people. They're almost like serfs, right? So serfs, they get paid to work on the land and live on the land, but it's not theirs. They don't own it. They have to pay us rent and things back. So currently, salary is our biggest drain on money. We are making some money from local sales. I don't know what that's from. And we're making some money from housing rent. I don't know what local sales are. Maybe the well? Maybe they cost them money to use the actual well. But we got two more families left here that need a home. It's a grid layout kind of town so far. I'm not a huge fan of grid layout towns. I feel like these type of villages tend to look a little bit more organic, but this is not too bad. And in theory, I could probably get another row here. Or I could reserve this for farms. Which I might do. Farms along the river, you know? And houses a little bit up the river. Just a little bit off the floodplain. It's probably going to be a good idea. I don't think the game actually floods anywhere. It's just from a believability standpoint. Alright, what do we got here? Carpentry hut, we'll turn that on. Warehouse, we'll turn that on. I do want them to finish that house first. And then, I guess Weaver's hut, turn that on. So that all these other structures can be worked on. And once the warehouse is up, I can get rid of this camp storage. That'll give us a little bit more room. And I wouldn't mind a granary. Yeah, I think this is where the market's going to be. So if I do a granary here, I'm going to pause this, because it's going to be a while till they get there. I can do another warehouse here, too. Kind of back to back here. Pause that. And cart parking. We'll move the carts over here, away from this temporary parking situation, so that it's a little bit more central to the town. Carts is really useful for moving building materials around, and if they have to go over here and then all the way back over here just to pick up supplies, it's a bit of a stretch. So the carpentry building is done. Oop, I can make like a little archway, which could be cool. Nice. That'll help make this area a little bit separate from homes if it has kind of this doorway thing. Can I fit one here? I don't think I'm gonna be able to. Could fit one there. Cool. Looking good. September, year 1. We've got all the houses up and looking good. In fact, we're getting one additional home built now. This warehouse, I'm gonna get a worker assigned to it, and we'll store kind of nails, iron, maybe all the metalworking stuff first, right? Metal parts and horseshoes. We'll just store like 500 each. Heck if I know, right? Cool. Because that's our current only produced good. This other warehouse will probably be doing some clothing, since there's a weaver's workshop here. And I might do the tannery here to kind of finish off this block in a way. Eventually, if I ever need a tannery. I just don't know about that kind of stuff. Do I need a secondary charcoal pit? I don't think so yet. That first charcoal batch lasted a good little while. Everyone's out of tents. Beautiful. We're gonna empty this storage so that I can actually remove this building, so that we can get that extra house here. Nice. All right. Decent amount of homes there. Continue the cart parking. We don't need that warehouse for a little bit. Suppose we can continue the granary, but I'm going to make it last in the queue. And a trading post. Trading posts. Maybe we can put it kind of on the other side of what's going to be like the market square in a way. Almost like a town entrance. And we can do a town hall. Kind of here. Or... don't know about that. A wagon shed. That sounds like it should be attached to the trading post in a way. Heck if I know. We'll just throw that there and we'll just throw it on pause. What else do we got? We got stable potentially. Production wise. Produces quicklime from limestone and charcoal. Hay dryer, shoemaker shop, saddlery. this a weaver shop? It is. So since this is kind of the market area, maybe I can put like a tailor's hut here. And maybe like a shoemaker's. We'll kind of seal in this plaza in a way. Okay. Production. Salary. Okay. What else do we got? Slaughterhouse. How big's the slaughterhouse? Decently large. I saw a tannery and stuff a second ago, so like a slaughtery house down here and a tannery, right? I do that. Could be cool. And then I can kind of think of additional housing. I can fit one here. So we did make it before winter. All 9 home types, which is wonderful for us. Let's flip this around. Actually, no. I said this is going to be farm, right? Farm. It's really hard to see the river in the winter because it freezes over and gets snow on it. It's pretty cool, though. It does that. So the farm can kind of fit here. Which we can actually build. Cool. Running out of iron. Build a trading post to be able to import it. Alright, we're running out of iron, so I'll turn on the trading post. And I think we'll check that out on the next episode. First episode, pretty good. We got, we're out of tents, right? We're not living in tents anymore. We have a little bit of production going. Basic town shape is underway. We're getting thatch. And we have some future plans for expansion. So, I think with that, we'll go ahead and end this episode here. Thanks everyone so much for watching. If you guys are enjoying Ostriv, definitely leave a like and comment down below on what you guys think of the game so far, and we'll see you all in the next video.